Alrighty guys, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna, as you guys can see by the title, it is my thoughts on the final two parts of the Crisis crossover. So, in the Legends of Tomorrow episode, actually no, in the Arrow was first. So, the whole thing with Barry going through the Speed Force to keep the team, to grab the team and bring them to the dawn of time. That was really cool. And how we visited, so this is a really cool Arrow episode because the whole season of season 8 of Arrow was basically throwing at us old things, and that's what this whole episode was. It was Oliver's memories of how he met the teams. How he met Ray, how he, the crossover, and then they went back to the Elseworlds crossover and Barry understood what happened through that whole thing. And then we got to see Laurel and we gotta see Sarah's death again, of how Laurel started to be a superhero, and we also got the Invasion crossover, and then we had a weird ass crossover that I did not at all think that was going to happen ever, and that's the DCE Extended Universe Flash coming in to the Arrowverse, and I think that's how he also got his name, because he's the last time I watched Justice League, I don't think Flash's name was ever said ever, and so that is kind of cool. But yeah, the whole Oliver fighting the Anti-Monitor thing was cool. The whole origin story of how the Anti-Monitor was created, and how Lex wanted to get universal domination out of this whole thing. This whole episode was I watched right before school, and so I couldn't go back to watch certain things. And the cool thing is that none of the ads played, so that means I watched the whole episode with no ads, which was dope. Instead of watching it on Netflix or something, I watched the whole episode of part 4 with no ads, which was dope. And it was, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just trying to grab some stuff from my memories of episode 4. The whole battle at the dawn of time was dope. Well, not really dope, but dope. And then, the whole Paragons being there for months, and then Oliver was there, or Barry just left a couple seconds ago, and yeah, it was cool. But he thinks he was gone for 2 seconds, but then everyone else says he's been gone for a month. I don't know how that's possible. And then, yeah, the Speed Force is key, like I said in my recap. I don't... Anyway, that was, and, Oliver brought back all Earths, and then that's how the crossover ends, with his death. And I feel like his death was much more better in episode 4 than it was in part 1. Alright, so now we're gonna go into part 5. Part 5 was dope, because, well, it wasn't as cool. I think it was the whole story, the whole first half, for the first quarter of the episode was filler. I mean, there was 3/4 of the episode was filler, because we figure out that Supergirl and Barry are on the same Earth, that everyone is on the same Earth, and then we have John Jones just going around to everyone, giving them the memories back, And then we got a ginormous Bebo, which they couldn't take down, which was just another magician asshole. Which this whole thing was just filler. They could have just had it 4 parts. This episode 5 was a fucking filler, and I hate it. But it was still good. Oliver could have died stopping the Anti-Monitor, and I could have been fine with that. But no, we had to have another episode with a little bit of, with like a smidge of crisis episode, and then a whole lot more filler. The episode was still great. The whole giant Bebo thing was hilarious to see Blind Wave react to. It was priceless. Watch Blind Wave's reaction to all 3 parts. Their reactions to these things are amazing. They react to a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just great. I got sidetracked on Blind Wave. It shouldn't be that way. So what happens in this crossover is like I said, there's a Bebo fight, then there's John Joan that's giving people their memories back, and then there's the Anti-Monitor fight where he grows big, and then the Fly team is shooting lasers, and then way before that they think about shrinking him down for eternity, and so that he can't be a bad dude anymore. And so they make something, and then there's a little funny scene where he builds it fast, and he's like, where? And then Ray is like, man, I missed that. Or I wish I had that. And then they start explaining like, yeah, yada yada yada. And then when I press this button, yeah, and then they all freak out, and yeah, that was a pretty cool scene. Not as many cool scenes as there was a lot of cool moments, but not okay. There was actually one really cool moment that I really liked, and that's every scene that Sarah and Barry had together were so good. I love that their relationship was getting bigger, dude. And the quote even for the Legends episode comes from Barry, and it's something. Yeah, family is not just people you grow up with, it's people you find. And I felt like that was the coolest quote and the coolest moment, because then after that she says, yeah, the Legends are my family. And oh man, dude, they're back next week, bro. I've watched every single trailer, and I really like the dude already. The dude that took place of Zari's brother. I've seen him through the trailer, love him already. And it's, oh man. I'm getting sidetracked a lot, but Crisis was a good crossover nonetheless. Part 1, part 2, part 1 was pretty kind of dope, but part 2 kind of was lackluster, trying to find the Paragons. It was important. Part 3 was important because they were shutting down the whole Anti-Monitor thing, and then all the Earth's getting destroyed. And then part 4 was the awesome conclusion that should have been the ultimate conclusion. And then part 5 is just showing us that there's one new Prime Earth with all the shows, which I enjoy, because I would really love to see some like small crossovers, like Black Lightning and Flash coming together to take down a threat. That'd be dope. So put down in the comments what type of crossovers you guys would like to see. And yeah, without further ado, let's do an outro. So, alright guys, hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys did, please have a big like down below. Oh good. I have a big 10-foot cord and almost freaking cut my neck in half. But anyway, alrighty guys, hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please leave a big like down below. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Peace. Now I'm gonna have an intro that takes a little bit of 5 seconds, and so I better stop recording and then make it about the thing.